One day, Toby brought Henrietta to the station where Percy was shunting.
Morning, Percy,
said Toby.
I see Daisy's left the milk again. What? Again? I'll have to add it to my pickup goods, I suppose. 4 times this week I've been late having to drop that ruddy thing off at the dairy. Anyone would think I've nothing to do. Tell you what. I'll take it with me on my next journey, while you can bring my trucks down from Manofa. The quarry? But I don't have cow catchers or side plates. Oh, don't worry about that. That piece of legislation was repealed years ago, long before Thomas ran into that troublesome constable.
The drivers and the station master agreed, and both engines set off. Percy collected a spare brake van from the sidings before heading up the line towards the quarry. Percy had never been to the quarry before.
It's steep,
he thought,
but I'll manage.
As he entered the quarry limits, he noticed 2 men putting up what appeared to be a fuel pump outside the shed. Percy felt sick in the boiler.
Good lord. Is the quarry dieselizing too?
Percy began arranging his trucks, making sure not to bump them lest they get mad or stone was spilled.
I thought number 7 would be taking the stone today. He was, but it appears there was a change in plans last minute. Percy does look a lot stronger than Toby. Perhaps we could shift more stone in one trip than otherwise. We'll have to clear it with the foreman first, but I don't see a reason why he wouldn't agree.
At last, everything was ready.
Come along, no nonsense, thank you.
As they approached the grade, Percy whistled.
Brakes, guard, please.
Before he could check them, the truck surged forward.
With a shrieking crack, something broke.
Percy, taken by surprise, couldn't stop them, and in a moment the train was careening down the track.
Hold back!
The truck shouted, but it was all in vain. One downhill section quickly followed another. They went faster and faster. Percy's boiler ran cold as reality finally set in. He'd lost control. man on duty at the crossing rushed to warn the traffic with his red flag, but he was too late to switch Percy to the runaway siding. At the end of the yard, their sidings were workmanshaped rough stone brought from the quarry. Then they load it into trucks, which are shunted into another siding out of the way. A train of these stood here when Percy came slithering down. His driver and fireman jumped clear. Next morning, the Fat Control arrived with the breakdown gang. Toby and Daisy had helped to clear the wreckage, but Percy remained on his perch of trucks.
This wasn't your fault, Percy. The men at the quarry weren't paying attention, and the train was loaded beyond safety limits. I'll be having a very stern word with their management. But we must now try to run the branch line with Toby and the diesel. You have put us into a very awkward predicament, Percy. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir,
Replied Percy. The trucks groaned beneath his wheels. He quite understood about awkward predicaments. The Fat Controller spoke severely to Daisy too.
My engines do not tell lies. They work hard with no shirking. I send lazy engines away, especially those I'm saddled with.
Daisy was ashamed.
However,
The Fat Controller went on.
Toby says you worked hard yesterday after Percy's accident. So, I shall give you one final chance.
Thank you, sir.
Said Daisy.
I will work hard, sir. Toby says you'll help me.
Excellent. What Toby doesn't know about branch line problems, such as, bulls, isn't worth knowing. Our Toby is an experienced engine.
The next day, Thomas came back from being mended. Percy, meanwhile, was sent to the steam works. Annie and Clarabelle were delighted to see Thomas again.
If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Now every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do,
And he took them for a run at once.
baby, we'd be so fine. Life could be a dream if I could take you up to paradise.
Thomas, Toby, and Daisy are now all friends, and Toby has taught Daisy a great deal. She often takes the milk for Thomas, and when Toby is busy, she takes Henrietta. And just the other day, she shoed a cow off the line all by herself. That shows you, doesn't it?
Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, maybe we'd be so fine. Life could be a dream if I could take you up to paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, I'm hoping we meet again. And then ding dong, a ling a ling a ling. Boom da doom, ba doom ba doom a day. a dream. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come